Now we are going to style our navigation. So let's start with the UL with the ID of PH and V, preheader navigation. Width, it's going to be 800 pixels. Height, as you may remember, we've been creating the buttons at the height of 39 pixels. Then background image. If we go to URL, select PH and V, choose, and it's going to be 0 pixels, and the active state will be minus 39 times twice is 6078 pixels. We will also add position absolute, left 0 pixels, top 61 pixels, because we've got the height of the preheader is 100 pixels, and this preheader navigation is inside of this preheader. As you can see, we've got position relative, and this one has absolute. So obviously if we deduct 39 from 100, we've got 61. So this is what we're doing. Actually, we positioning this absolutely from the top at 61 pixels. Okay, and list style none. Next, PH and V, LI definition. So float left, we want buttons to be in line. Background image will be the same. We won't be defining the position here. Background repeat, no repeat. Okay, now we're going to create PH and V LIA. Okay, so our link will be display block, height 39 pixels, width 160 pixels. Text indent, to hide text we're going to use negative value of 999999 EM. We also have to apply overflow as hidden, and again background image, which is the same as previously. Background repeat, no repeat, and that's the whole definition for the A tag. Now, as you can see, we've applied image to our UL tag, our LI tag, and our A tag. And this is because we have in a 3-state navigation. So our A tag will show the normal state until you hover over it, over the button, when it's going to reveal our LI navigation button, which will be obviously we will position buttons later on differently, so that actually when you hover over the A tag will be hidden. I mean, will hide its background image, and it will reveal the LI tag image, which will have a different gradient. And then once you click on this, we will remove the image from LI and A tag, so that it will reveal the image in the UL tag. I mean, it might sound a little bit complicated, but it really isn't, as you will just find out in a minute. Okay, so once we've got these definitions, let's start with our LI tags. First one was called BT, had the idea of BTN1. So background position 0 from the left, and minus 39 pixels from the top. Next one will be BTN2. Background position will be minus 160, the width of one button, and minus 39 pixels. Then next LI will be BTN3 with a background position of minus 320, which is twice 160, and minus 39 from the top. Next one is btn4. Background position will be minus 480, which is 3 times 160, and minus 39 pixels from the top. And the last one, btn5, with the background position of minus 640 pixels, which is 4 times 160, and minus 39 pixels from the top. Okay, so we've got our li tags defined. Let's have a look at what we actually can see at the moment in the browser. Hey, there we go. But obviously at the moment our A tags all display home button because we still didn't define actually the position of the image for the A tags, for the specific A tags. And this is exactly what we're going to be doing now. So start again. We're going to be referring to the IDs of the li tags, so btn1 and then A. So now we're applying actually to the A tag of this li tag, and it will be background position 0, the first one, and minus and 0 pixels. Then we've got btn and 2A tag, background position will be minus 160 pixels, 0 pixels. Next one is btn3A, background position minus 320 pixels, 0 pixels. Next one is btn4A, background position minus 480 pixels, 0 pixels. Now btn5A, background position minus 640 pixels, 0 pixels. Okay, now if we go back to the browser, refresh, you can see we've got our buttons in place, in the right place. Now we still haven't got a hover status, but that's really very simple. So the last definition which we're going to create is, let's go to this, copy this whole thing. A hover will be background image none. Let's go to the browser, see if it's working, and there we go. We've got our hover state. Just fine. We still haven't got our active state, but to display our active state, we need to do some PHP, create this PHP function, which we'll do in the next video. But let's first finish with this. So I've got our A hover state. Then we also need to create active state. So phnv a act.act class, and we're going to have background image none, and we also need to do the same thing, and actually act and act hover to avoid any kind of problems later on with the Internet Explorer. And also we need to do the same thing for actually that should be before that. So we have li.act for act, and actually for li we don't have to define a hover state. Okay, so we've got, if our li tag will have a class of act, then display background none for the li tag, and if our a tag have class act, then also remove the background from the a tag. And that all should work just fine now. In the next video we're going to create a function which actually processes the request via the URL and applies the specific class to the button.